morning. Well, it's not morning. It's late afternoon. It's almost evening. But we are working. Let me show you the quilt I finished because it's so pretty. I'm working on this one, and then I didn't film that quilt being quilted because I was doing a live on TikTok with a group of people, which honestly is very motivating to be kind of like working and hanging out with like 8 other people. It really is a lot of fun. But let me show you what I did. Hold on. So this is the quilt. Look how pretty it is. She's beautiful. And then look at how beautiful the hearts are. Isn't that beautiful? And she even has a beautiful heart pattern fabric on the back. That's such a sweet quilt, isn't it? So sweet. I quilted it, I think, probably like 2 days ago. And I could never stitch. Look how beautiful that stitching is. Do you see it? Not that good. But that is beautiful. So yeah, she's done. I trimmed her. And I have another quilt from this client, and so she's lovely. She's really pretty. Then, let me see. I also finished an antique quilt that I need to bind. When I was prepping this quilt, I was on the live. The neat thing is when you're sewing with other people, you could kind of like talk. Everything seems a lot less monotonous. So here's this quilt. She used a sheet for the back, which is, I think, a great idea if you don't want to spend a lot of money on fabric, back fabric. Use a sheet. It's linen, it's cotton. Yeah. So let me roll her. I need to do one more row. This quilt is made predominantly, weirdly, out of ribbon. These are ribbons. It's a ribbon quilt, and so this ribbon is, I don't know, this is an area I ironed, and this is an iron area I haven't ironed. I guess you could probably see it better over here. So it's very stretchy. Honestly, if you ever want to have like the best quilting ever, the best thing you could do is iron a client's quilt. You can see the waving, the puckering, all of that, and it's just really the material she used. And it's also, she probably didn't iron these blocks down when she put them together. I wasn't an ironing either. It's ugh, why? So I'm gonna get an iron and iron all this down, and I'm gonna go ahead and tack this down as best I can because this is kind of stiff. So what's making this blocks a little bit weird, it's the ribbon is really stiff, but the fabric is really pliable. So you see, I don't know if you see the weird rippling, but it's okay. Quilts really well. Let me show you the quilt. Stitching. It was very noisy when it long armed it, but it quilted well. Pull the material. Because it's so stretched. Then if you pull the weight of the fabric, the whole process, people. Then I'm gonna get the iron and I'm gonna start it. I know it's not a perfect straight line, but I am trimming the quilt. And I think that's one of the good reasons I recommend if you're a long armer to trim the quilt, because all these mistakes, you will trim them off and the client won't even know what you had to deal with when you were quilting the quilt. So I'm gonna spray some water and rub the water into the fiber. I love these spray bottles, best ever. Look how it sprays. And if you pump it, anyway, best spray bottle, I love it. Look how beautiful and flat that is now. She's beautiful. Look at her, beautiful. You wouldn't know that I am Frankenstein and batting everywhere. I'm using every piece of Frankenstein batting on her. And I just had it. I should have just filmed while I was putting it on. And I wanted to see how, do you see it? Like, do you see that? Do you see all that batten? I'm using little strips because the client doesn't, she wants me to just use my scraps. I said, are you sure? She's like, yes, I'm sure. Are you really sure? She's like, yes, I'm really sure. So I said, okay then, I will use my little strips for you. Are you sure? She says, yes, I'm really sure. Are you really sure? Did I use your little batting? She says, yes, please use all the batting you can use for me, please. I said, okay, I'll do it. But are you sure? She said, yes, I'm really sure. I don't know why I'm talking like a British. Okay. Pretty? Okay, I'm just like in a funky mood today. So I want to start this. I finished this one. And look at, it's crazy. It has ribbons all around it. And yeah, well, and I just noticed this. Oh, but that was not my fault. You straighten out those lines. This is the design I'm putting on here. And she pretty.